तो ठीक है, आवाज आ रही है।
यस।
यस सर।
मैंने ये कहा कि नेटवर्क की प्रॉब्लम थी। वो जो डिपार्टमेंट से नेटवर्क नहीं चल रहा था तो मुझे फोन करना पड़ा। एनीवे, अब देखिए, अब इस हालात में क्लास बहुत ज्यादा नहीं ले पाएंगे। तो आई एम गोइंग टू टेल यू समथिंग। आई विल टेक क्लास टुडे एंड टुमारो, एंड आई विल try to tell you about small scale issues, about the next unit, that is Uttar Pradesh. There are three questions which can be asked. These questions are very theoretical, very informative only. You need to have information. If any one of you have gone through the previous year question paper, anyone has gone through?
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
What was the question that was asked in Unit 4 about Uttar Pradesh? Any idea?
Sir, salient feature of Uttar Pradesh economy.
One. What was the option? You see, before anything happens, the light has been dispatched. It is not coming right now. So maybe in few minutes I may go offline. If I go offline, then tomorrow we will meet, because right now the net is working on internet, but my internet is also not working. So I will continue for as long as it works. It will come, the light will come after 1 hour, because one phase is not coming, so they have shut down the other phase. So what was the option
Sir,
was asked in
sir,
Unit
there
4?
sir, problem of industrial development in Uttar Pradesh.
So be sure of one question. One question will be asked is, what is the salient features of agriculture in Uttar Pradesh?
Agriculture in Uttar Pradesh.
Yeah,
Sir,
this
industrial development is.
last year industrial development was asked, this year agriculture will be asked. Be sure of that. If you are telling that last year industrial development of
No,
Uttar
sir,
Pradesh was,
2018.
oh no, I am asking about 2020.
Sir, in 2020, Gupta is describe the role and problems of industrial development in Uttar Pradesh.
Yes.
Or write an essay on the economy of Uttar Pradesh.
So one question is
2019. Actually, I think
it is 2019 or 20.
sir, 2019.
Tell me about 2020. You don't have.
Yes,
No
sir. We
sir.
don't.
So you do one thing. You prepare two questions. One question is salient features of agriculture in Uttar Pradesh, and the other is salient features of industrial development in Uttar Pradesh. You will get one question. So you have to prepare both the questions. You go on net, on Google, search, you will get all the information connected or related to Uttar Pradesh. Nowhere else you will get the matter. So it is not very difficult. And if you give me some WhatsApp number, I may send some article on it. So tomorrow I will come. Today, as long as the net is working, I am here. Don't worry. So I am going to start with the small scale industries. The first thing I will start will be, what is the definition of a small scale industry? So I'm going to present a slide on your. You can see it.
Yes, sir.
You see, I'm reading it. The definition for small-scale industrial undertaking has changed over time. Initially, they were classified into two categories. Those using power, that is electricity, with less than 50 employees, and those not using power with the employee strength being more than 50 but less than 100. So this was the initial definition of small-scale industrial undertaking in the country, that those who are using power but with a laborer or employee of less than 50, and those without power with the employee or laborer up to 100, less than 100. However, the capital resources invested on plant and machinery buildings have been the primary criteria to differentiate the small-scale industries from the large and medium-scale industries. An industrial unit can be categorized as a small-scale unit if it fulfills the capital investment limit fixed by the Government of India for the small-scale sector. You see, from time to time, the amount of investment which was determined or fixed by the government, it changed over from time to time till 2006. So I will give you another presentation here where the amount of investment changed in various different years. So you just see that. Thank God, power has come. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You see, in 1960, the investment limit was up to rupees 5 lakhs in plant and machinery. In 1966, it was increased to 7.5 lakhs. In 1975, it was increased to 10 lakhs. In 1980, it was increased to 20 lakhs. In 1985, it was increased to 35 lakhs. In 1991, it was increased to 60 lakhs. And in 1997, it was increased to 1 crore, that is 100 lakhs. In 1999, again, it was up to 100 lakhs, that is 1 crore. So this, on the basis of investment limit, you can also define small-scale industries till 1999. After 1999, another ministry was opened in the central government known as Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Ministry. An act was passed in the parliament and a new definition, a new concept, a new criteria was evolved, which is running till this date. Some changes had been made in investment limit in the last few years, which you can go through your book and you may find it. So let me go to that. An act was passed in the parliament in 2006 known as MSMED Act 2006. That is Micro, Small, Medium Enterprises Development Act 2006. Here, the small-scale industries or MSME was divided into two categories. One was manufacturing enterprises and the other was services enterprises. Now see the top portion. Manufacturing enterprises defined in terms of investment in machinery and equipment, excluding land and building, classified into A, micro enterprises, where investment limit was up to 25 lakhs. Small enterprises, where investment limit was above 25 lakhs and up to 5 crores. Medium enterprises, where investment limit was above 5 lakhs and up to rupees 10 lakhs. So any unit, any enterprise, where investment limit is made up to 25 lakhs, it is micro enterprises. where investment limit is up to 5 crores from 25, between 25 lakhs to 5 crores. It is medium enterprises are still continuing till this day. Some changes have been made in medium or small, I do not know, because I could not find time. When you will go through your book in Mishra Puri, it may be mentioned. If it is not mentioned, if you could not find this criteria of differentiation or this criteria, will be more than enough, it will be sufficient. Now the other criteria of small scale industries, I said it was divided into two, is service enterprises. Service enterprises defined in terms of the investment in equipment, including land and building, classified into micro enterprises investment up to rupees 10 lakh. Suppose somebody open a shop of photocopier. He may get a machine up to the tune of 10 lakhs or less than 10 lakhs. It will be micro enterprises providing services to the people. Small enterprises investment above 10 lakhs and up to 2 crores. And medium enterprises investment above 2 crores and up to 5 crores. So this is the salient features of Micro, Small, Medium Enterprises Development Act 2006. Now, the investment limit has been increased in manufacturing up to 10 crores, in services up to 5 crores. So 10 crores and 5 crores are too much. So unless and until the government has started certain provisions for loans, certain schemes for loans, in order to promote micro, small and medium enterprises. Why? What is the important relevance we will see ahead. Civilization. One of the primary methods which aim at this is a data that is comparative growth of small scale industries and total industrial sector, the growth rate. What is the difference of the growth rate? You see in 1994, small scale sector, the growth rate was 10.44%, whereas the industrial sector growth was less than this, 9.10%. So you go through different, in 1995-96, the small scale industry development growth rate was 11.49, whereas the industrial sector growth rate was 13. It was higher. It was the time after economic reforms. In 1996-97, the small scale growth was 1.29, industrial was 6.10. But after that, you will find that the growth of small scale industrial sector was higher till 2004-05 than total industrial sector growth rate. So small scale industries play a very crucial and important role in the Indian economy. You may get a question of what is the role and importance of small scale industries in Indian economy. We will see other such kind of data
सर वॉइस नहीं आ रही है आपकी।
बोल नहीं रहे हैं तो वॉइस कैसे आएगी? You see, overview and performance of the MSME sector. Role of MSMEs in Indian economy. You see the data. Share of gross value added of MSME in all India GDP. Now, gross value added. What is gross value added? Anyone? What do you understand by gross value added? We have studied this.
The total value.
You see, when the current government came into power in 2014, they changed the way of calculating important information about Indian economy, including national income, per capita income, other things. First, they changed the base year. They changed it from 2003-4 to 2011-12, I have told you. Now, when you change the base years, all the data changes. So, the government changed the base year and showed that the economy is performing very well, whereas the reality was that the economy was not performing well. Gross, if you remember, national income was around 14% when in 2013-14 or 2012-13. When the new government came into force, when they took power in 2015-16 or 16-17, the share of agriculture in the total GDP was around 17%. There the data was given in gross value added, not GDP. Now, from 14% to 17%, it is not a growth. That means the performance of agriculture became poor, because as we develop, the share of agriculture in the national income should decline, not increase. So this was the case in many sectors where new concept of measurement was added. Now here you see, in 2014-15, the total MSME gross value added was 3,65,8,196 crores. The data is given. The data is given, huh? Total GVA, it is given. Share of MSME in gross value added was 31.8%. That is, in the total GDP of India, 31% was the share of, in total industrial share of, in the GDP, the contribution of small scale industries was 31.8%. And share of MSE in all India GDP was 29.34%. So, you take a screenshot of this data, you try to understand, something is given above. That is, the micro, small and medium enterprises have been contributing significantly to the expansion of entrepreneurial endeavors through business innovation. You read it. I will switch over to the next data. Maybe I will try to explain you in the next class. You see here, estimated employment in the MSE sector activity-wise is given. That is in manufacturing, rural, urban and total share. 186. Employment was there in small scale sector, in rural areas. In urban areas, it was a little less, 173 lakhs. Total was 360 lakhs and share was 32%. Electricity, then trade and other services. The total was 4 crore 97.78 lakhs was employed in small scale industry in rural areas and 6 crore 12 lakhs was employed in urban areas. And this is the result, and the information was collected in 2015-16 from National Sample Survey 73rd round. You see, after every 3 years or 5 years, National Sample Survey, this is an institution, organization for government in India, it collects the data on employment. But in the last 5-6 years, the government has stopped collecting data on employment. Why? You can understand very well, because the unemployment was increasing very fast. More people were unemployed. So the best way was not to collect the data and inform the public. Once, when it was in discussion, it was debated, the government collected the National Sample Survey data and it came to the conclusion that the employment level was highest in the last 45 years. Sometime in 2017, 18, or 18, 19, the government and the organization of CSO, Central Statistical Organization, just a minute. सर ठीक है सर, अभी फोन कर रहे हैं, क्लास ले रहे हैं. You see, the government said that the data which was collected by the National Sample Survey or by the CSO or government organization, the government said that the data was not correct, they are not satisfied. It resulted that the director, the chief executive officer of this organization resigned in protest. He said that the data is foolproof, it is correct, but the government does not want to publish the data, which was published later on after the pandemic came into being, so that the government could find an reason or alibi that unemployment has risen because of lockdown and other reasons. But the economy was not performing. Data was that today the economy is in a very bad shape. Not only the economy, to the country is in a very bad shape. Class. The way the pandemic is attacking people. It in friends of mine. Kind enough to save all of you, all of us, and take all the precautions. So you take the screenshot of this also and try to understand, you will get an idea. Then let us come to another data, similar one. This is distribution of employment by type of enterprises in rural and urban area. You see, you will not find this information, this data in your book. No book will cover such kind of data. You take a screenshot. Here, micro, small and medium enterprises, how much employment is in micro industries and how much in small, how much in medium. is given here and the share is given. Rural and urban, it has been divided into rural and urban areas. So you can see that the total employment is again 11 crores as it was in the previous, but in the micro, it is around 10 crores. That is, most of the employment in small scale industry is in the micro industries, where the investment limit is less. That is, the industries which are run at village level by family members. Most of them are self-employed there. In small, it is around 31 lakhs. In medium, it is around 1.75 lakhs. So, in rural areas, the employment is 45%. In urban areas, it is 55%. So, you take a screenshot of this also. Such kind of data will improve the quality of your answer, because most of the teachers who will evaluate, they have not gone through such kind of data. So you get it. It is a small one. You can only, if you want, you can write that most of the employment is generated in micro industries. So micro should be more promoted in the country. Around 10 crores people are employed in the micro. And in rural areas, only 45% of the people are employed in small scale industries. More and more focus should be laid on rural areas, because unemployment is very rampant in rural areas and need more employment opportunities. The same data has been presented in this form also. Both are correct. You can use any one of them. Then let us come to another one. Distribution of workers by gender in rural and urban areas. Female and male, you can see it. I will not talk. That is around 24% of the person who are employed in the small or medium enterprises, small enterprises, so that they can be gainfully employed. But 24% in India is not a poor representation. It is 24% of the women are in the industrial activity. There are 24% women in a small scale sector. Another data, distribution of employment by type of enterprises in rural and urban areas. I have given this, I think. Let us go to another one. Distribution of workers by gender in rural and urban areas. I think it is repeated.
Yes, sir.
Percentage distribution of enterprises in rural and urban areas. Ownership. How many enterprises are owned by male and how many are owned by or run by female? This is also a new data for you. In rural areas, 77% is owned by male, 22% by female. In urban areas, 81% is owned by male and 18% by female. Then percentage distribution of enterprise by category wise. That is, in micro, 79% is male, 20% is female. In small, 94% is male, 5.26% is female. In medium, 97% is male and 2.67% is female. The last data is about categories. that is SC, ST and OBC and others. You can take a screenshot if you can see it. This is also a new kind of data.
सर थोड़ा नीचे करिए
सर
यार कर रहे हैं, हो नहीं रहा भाई।
सर ये लोग बार बार सर
क्या हुआ बार बार?
मैसेज कर रहे हैं सर, पूरी स्लाइड दिखती ही नहीं है।
अब दिख रहा है कि नहीं?
मैसेज कर रहे हैं सर चैट बॉक्स में, सर स्लाइड दिखती ही नहीं।
क्या करें?
सर मैसेज कर रहे हैं सर सब लोग टेक्स्ट बॉक्स में सर।
क्या मुझे नहीं आता भाई, टेक्स्ट बॉक्स कहाँ पे है?
सर ये लोग बार बार मैसेज कर दे रहे हैं, सब लोग उसमें डिस्कस कर रहे हैं, कुछ सर स्लाइड दिखती ही नहीं, उनका बस मैसेज।
चलो हम इसको हम कोशिश करेंगे। एक तो हमको वो कोई व्हाट्सएप नंबर दे दो, हम पूरा भेज देंगे।
ओके सर।
सर ग्रुप में भेज दीजिएगा आप।
हाँ
सर ग्रुप में भेज दीजिएगा इतना।
हाँ तो ग्रुप का कौन से ग्रुप में भेजेंगे?
ग्रुप में नहीं है सर।
आप कोई हमको नंबर दीजिए, व्हाट्सएप नंबर दीजिए, किसी का दीजिए, हम भेज दें, आप लोग शेयर कर लीजिएगा।
राइट सर।
ठीक है, हम
करो सर का नंबर ले लो, तुम ही ज्वाइन कर दो सर को।
कोई भी आप में से कोई भी कर दे जो सबको दे दे। एक और डेटा है, उसको भी देखिए। एस्टिमेटेड नंबर ऑफ एमएससीज एक्टिविटी वाइज, ये हम पहले दे चुके हैं, तो अब इस पे ज्यादा बात नहीं करेंगे। अब इस पे हम आई विल टॉक अबाउट इट टुमारो। But I will advise you one thing, that those people who are consulting Mishra and Puri, in Mishra and Puri, a separate chapter on small scale industries is given. It comprises of 11 pages. Everything is given. You go through it. It is very simple, and certain promotional schemes which have been started by government is given there. You just wait. But I will talk about it tomorrow. I've got it. I will talk about what is Mudra, what is Aspire. Tomorrow I will talk about it. There is no problem. But this is what tomorrow I will finish it, complete it. You give me a number and somebody write a number in the message box, and tomorrow I will send it on that. If it is a WhatsApp number, it is good that the file will go. And about Uttar Pradesh, you will have to fend for yourself. And from tomorrow onward, the university is being closed till 4th of July. And also your exam, I don't think it will happen not earlier than late June or July, because the kind of environment, the kind of pandemic situation, the kind of crisis which the country is facing is unimaginable, and I don't think any kind of even online examinations can be held in such a situation. The university has realized that. That is the reason why university has closed down till 4th of July. Today there was a notice that any employee, the offices are open, but it has been made optional. Anyone who wants to come to the university to attend the office, he is allowed. But I don't think more than 5% of the people will come, because more than 100 employees of the university are seriously ill, and more than a dozen have died. So there is a environment of fear everywhere. Everybody is afraid, not only in the university but in the whole country. And the reason is that we are facing the shortage of medicine, we are facing the shortage of oxygen, we are facing shortage of bed in hospital, whether private or public. So, and the pandemic, the corona is spreading like wildfire. It has reached the community. Now villages have been infected because of panchayat elections and other kind of elections. Because of the lackluster, because of the non-serious attitude of the government, now things have gone out of hand. So if you see the various reports of experts, at least till May, this will keep on increasing. And after May, it may come down. So every day you can see, for example, in my household, 4 people are corona COVID positive after test. And I cannot get out of my room. I have to live in isolation. I have isolated myself. So there are various problems which each and every one of us are facing. But